I think I was bullied with girls' gang. I think that was the main reason why I didn't get along with them.
Did you write the assignment for him? I said, yes, I did. And she goes in front of the entire 62 class. Next time he will ask you to put his pants on. Would you like help him then?
Did she say this?
Yeah, she said that.
Even if you don't like someone, women should not bring down other women.
Yeah.
I had that huge, that I had to be the mother of the group and things like that. I think it was all part of trauma. Fun.
No, you see her and you see a little bit of yourself in her, and you're like, oh, come on, let's fix all of this. But
That spark, that inspiration, if I don't get from the inner circle that I have, then it's very clear that that person is not my friend.
Even if we've gone days or months without talking to each other, we just pick up the phone and talk to them, and you feel like we just spoke yesterday.
I love you. I'm just gonna love you from a distance now.
Yeah.
That's how I felt with all the female friends, and one or the other we broke.
Like if a guy were to tell me something, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really care. But if it was like a girlfriend of mine who said the same, I'm like, who dare? Who does she think she is?
The women, they give like really good signals if they hate you.
If you need something, then I feel like more than going to a girl, go to your guy friends. They get it
things
done
done
for you very fast,
definitely.
very much faster.
When you feel really lonely and this girlfriend comes and she's like, guess what? He's the dash 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 dash. Oh yeah.
This episode is about female friendships and
Hey, are you giving that?
you give it a cheer, okay? So I have very like few female friends, and out of which I have to handpick. And okay, yeah, these two will be like really good for the topic, and that's how this episode happened. So I have Harshini and I have Sanjana. I have like super duo for my episode is what I feel.
Weird.
Okay, super weird. I think it'll be weird for them.
Yeah.
It's like a daily conversation.
It's like a great combo for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a combo for us.
We go outside and we tell people we have female friends, they don't believe us.
Yeah.
This is a great.
First of all, what do girls, when they get into like groups of 3 or 4, what do they normally discuss about? You go first and then we'll start with her.
Should I get my dark jokes out first?
I think our club is completely about darkness, dark humor.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Personal experience, Harshini, it's mixed. Okay. So let's just say I have like a group of girls that I personally know of. Mostly 9 out of 10 times it's always going to be about other humans that one of us know or all of us know, and equally hate and like. So that's how it usually is. And a very off chance it's going to be about this, that. It's always about based on experiences.
Okay.
So that's how it's always been. On a very rare special occasion, we do talk about, music, what you like, what you don't like, that particular thing that I saw. Pretty much is it.
Yeah. Sanjana.
I think for me, it's more about what I'm doing on a daily basis. Maybe how much time I took in deciding what dress I have to wear today, or what I have to make for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And because Zoho offers food, I don't really have to think about breakfast and lunch. And other than that, I like to make sure that the girls that I'm talking to, they are fine, they're mentally like okay. And if I have something disturbing myself, I rant about it. For me, keeping it in me doesn't really help me. So at least putting it out there and putting it into their thoughts might help me in some way. But other than that, at times we come across certain topics, or usually what we come across over the news, it could be something controversial. I like to discuss topics and talk to people, get their perspectives also, because I think that's important as we go on day to day, and to get others' perspective on certain topics as well. So that's what I would usually. Also skincare at times.
Yeah, skincare is a major part. I think we also discuss guys.
Obviously.
We discuss guys, we discuss husbands.
Not discuss, psychoanalyze.
Okay, so guys, Harshini came up with that term psychoanalysis because I think we had like a 2-hour conversation on the hall, and then we were just discussing about all social issues, and we were discussing every character in our lives and all. And then I was like, okay, it's so nice how we're sitting and judging people, and then she was like, no, we are psychoanalyzing people. So I think that's also something we do. I'm finding it so weird asking these questions to you guys because you guys are like you're someone who don't get along with females, almost just as me.
Yeah.
But it's weird like how we are doing a podcast with females.
Like dating, right?
Yeah.
Even in female friendships, I personally have like this talking period.
Huh.
So you say all these controversial things like fishing.
Huh.
So you drop that hook, see how she reacts to it. Because certain topics, right? We have like very strong opinions and convictions on them. Not everybody agrees to that, and there are certain no-go zones.
Yeah,
so this
yeah.
is where I stand, and this is where you stand.
Yeah.
Even in skincare,
Huh.
I have met people who are against skincare. Yeah.
Girls?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like natural beauty
Yeah,
is the
yes,
key
yes.
game like that. Okay.
I mean, I'm all
I
for
get it.
I'm all for you. God blessed with all your beauties, but people like us, we have to work for it.
Yeah.
So there comes like a point where there is the Venn diagram doesn't Venn. So
Also, I think these girls who actually say that they don't need skincare are the ones with Korean skin.
I know, right?
I'm like, oh yeah, of course you don't need a skincare. You have a really great skin. Good luck with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Okay, so why is that the reason that you don't get along with girls?
I think for me, growing up itself, my mom worked in the same school that I studied in, so people found it a bit weird to maybe talk to me because they thought I would go spill secrets to my mom or something like that. And other than that, I think I was more of an introvert sort of person. Even if I tried to gel in with the group, I had to say certain stuffs or be a certain way in order to really gel in with people, and I found that very tiresome at one point of time. And then I was like, if people can't understand the value, then why put that much effort? And then once I came to college here in Chennai, that's when I really came out of that bubble, and people really, once they started liking me for who I am and I got accepted, that's when I really I understood, okay, maybe this is the way it's supposed to be or something. Even then, with certain girls and all, I couldn't gel well. It could be either the topics that we talk about, or it could be the way they talk or something. I'm someone who generally does not like conflicts. I just nod my way out of anything, and if they're comfortable talking with me, I'm happy with it. Otherwise, but even then, I found guys to be more approachable, or I gelled well way better with them, and I found my comfort space with them. And not to sound bad, but I found some girls to be very dramatic, and I was like, let's not go on that zone. Not to say that I'm not dramatic, I'm very, very dramatic. There's I have my,
I think
But
you
I-
are sensibly dramatic.
Yeah, right.
according to me, again, not pointing fingers at anyone, but I think just because of that, and I've had male friends where I've had maybe problems with them or issues, but I'll talk it to them, and it gets fixed, and that's that. But with girls, I think, even me personally, I would remember what you did to me, so I keep that in mind when I'm interacting again with the same person. Some people I just can't. I just can't, and I just that's all. That you've crossed that threshold. After that, even I don't want anything to do with you. So yeah.
Don't kill my vibe.
Don't kill me.
Why is it that you're finding it hard to gel with girls?
I think since 5th grade, my mom used to do this mushroom cut, Harshini.
Okay.
So I had that boy cut and all of that, and I used to go to the barber, and I don't know why I took it in my personality, I
I
believe.
think you would have looked so cute with your curly hair, la mushroom cut, shalmi cut, madri.
Seen this Salman Khan's hairstyle that would come like this. I had that haircut for a year, I think.
I think all of we have that trend, girls with the mushroom bob cut. We start and end up like this.
Yeah, so my mom would take me to the barber shop, not
Same.
even a salon or something, and then that Anna will razor vechi idu panni summer cut military la join pandra mari they will do that. Yeah.
So I took that street style in me a little too personal to heart, and I was very out there. I am ready to pick. I picked fight with boys, like physical fight. I'll be rolling on the ground kind of fighting. So I've always been that kind of. And I talk a lot, man. Not a lot of sanskar in my speech. So unfiltered. Yeah. So that kind of led me to a point where a lot of girls started actively avoiding me in my school days, at least.
Okay.
And I was very snobby. I was very bad. I was spoiled as fuck. It was very bad.
Okay.
So, but then I got into my groove. I kind of calmed down. But when I calmed down, in my school days, people already had their own cliques and groups.
I thought you calmed down just 2 years before.
Could be. I could be calmer.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
so
is
imagine.
calmer down then. Okay.
Yeah, there is not a subjective for the way I am right now.
Okay.
But yes, so I kind of. But then college happened. In college, I moved from my snobby face to judgy face.
Okay. Yeah.
So I started like judging all my classmates, to everybody. So I was like, I'm too cool for you, kind of thing. Then reality hit. I got a job. So even in the job, I still had that judgy, but I had a very clear look. I'm here for bigger things in life and all of that. So that bigger things in life and their definition of that, it never kind of got well. But I always craved for something like this. Yeah.
I think I was bullied with girls' gang. I think that was the main reason why I didn't get along with them. Because my dad was in the central government thing and he kept getting posting every this thing. So I studied in the north and then I studied in Kerala and then I came back to Chennai. So it was like a roller coaster ride for me. So when I went to north, the language was a problem and I was so small as a kid and then it was hard for me to get along with girls because they all like spoke the same language and north that time kids in school, they were not able to fluently talk English also, so it was mostly Hindi. Although we were studying, in fact the funniest part is I was the only person who was taking science and social science in English. Everybody else took it as a Hindi medium to study. So KV allows you to do that, CBSE that allows you to do that. So I came up to my house and I said stomach instead of stomach. So that's how much they were like super into Hindi. So I couldn't get along with the girls mostly, and I would be like normally hanging out with the guys, and then I'll be playing like in the football court there'll be this in the idu madri irko and the goal post irko. Yeah, so adulala in the monkeys madri povana, then I'll also do the same thing like them monkeys madri. So and then we will have this grass fight, grass roots putting mala adichu and madri vidyadrudhu, and then தண்ணி குடிக்கிறதுலாம் mostly will be with the wash basin இருக்குல்ல. So you open the tap and then அதுக்கெல்லாம் சண்டை போடுவாங்க பசங்களாம் தள்ளு அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. Then I used to fight with them and then so that's how I learned Hindi and that's how I got along. So it was mostly the guys. And then cut to I'm coming to Kerala. Not to say it in a wrong way, but I feel like Malayalis are so much into their groups, like they're like super protective of them and very territorial. So they're very, especially the girls, they were very not okay to make me a part of their gang. So I naturally did not have any other choice but to hang out with guys. So I would normally be with guys and then they'll be like talking and all of that. And then again, Chennai was a problem because I did not know that much Tamil when I came back to Chennai. Again, the Tamil gang versus Hindi gang formed. And Hindi gang was the one which is more forward in thinking and their tastes were good and they dressed up really well, all that. So that attracted me, and then so I went to that Hindi gang girls and then a little bit of guys on the Madri. And then college, right, was fully girls college. Jatiraj college was girls college. And 90% of the college was with state board girls.
Okay.
So they were very conservative and they were super judgy. They were like, oh, why is she in the Madri? She is like coming. And I used to still talk in English and all that. And then later towards college, then I got to Hindi, Tamil and everything. But I was finding it so difficult to gel with people because I was this topper in the Madri person. ஏதாவது மேம் ஏதாவது கேள்வி கேட்டால் மேமே எந்திரிச்சு கேள்வி கேட்கணும் நம்ம அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இது பிடிச்ச நர்ட் மாதிரி சொல்லலாம். So they were like, you're not, I picked up fights with girls saying, you're not giving everybody opportunity. You're the one who are like standing and answering all the questions. Then I'm like, if you knew the answer, why did you not stand up? Why did you not raise your hand? It's just that you're dumber than me. So I'm like,
I think I had beef with certain female teachers as well. Not much in school, but in college. So I remember this is first semester. Again, born and raised in Kuwait. I don't know Tamil much, but I can understand to a certain extent. So I come to college, and the first day, the chemistry teacher. Okay, so she goes like, "Is there anyone in this class who's not comfortable with Tamil? Should I just continue in Tamil and all that?" Okay, and I raised my hand because I'm like, okay, please continue in English so that even I can understand. Madhikavilla, she just left it and she's like, okay, and then she continued the class in Tamil. I'm like, why did you ask as to whether she should continue in Tamil or not? And then I just hated that teacher that entire semester. But few other teachers, I've found them, if you dress a little bit nice or if you just try, or if you talk to boys a little bit more, they get so judgy and the thing is, you're growing up, like college is one place where you're really grooming yourself and you're getting ready for the actual outside world, right? And in that time when these women are so judgy towards you, and you know uh, you see something and you learn from it, right? So if that's the sort of outlook that they have towards us, what are the positives that we can take from them and move forward? So tomorrow when you're at their place, you will feel the same thing, right? Oh, back when I dressed like this, I was judged. So if I see another girl getting dressed like that, I'm gonna judge them.
I think most of it is based on experience.
Yeah.
I can tell you this for sure. All the bad things in one way or the other that happened to me through another human being, they were all girls. I still remember I had the same kind of experience in my college, REC. Same college.
She's my
She's my
senior.
senior.
Okay, you guys met in college?
No, that's what fate is.
Okay.
So I wish, I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
wish.
same.
Yeah, my life would have been better.
We would have gelled.
Yeah. So we had a teacher, and I was very naive back then. I was living in hostel, and you know how there was a thing back then when the guys used to like call up these hostel girls because we reach very early. We have a lot of time because they commute, and our college was based off of the city.
Yeah.
So there was this guy, and I'm not sure if I was that stupid in life. Sometimes I wonder why. So he said his grandmom is going through some is almost in the stage of like passing away, and there is a assignment that we have to complete. Just a 2-page assignment, and he's like, "Can you turn it in for me?" Not a big deal. So I wrote a 2-page assignment for him, put his name in. I did not think much of it. I didn't even like that guy. He looked ugly. But anyways, I went and I submitted, and the teacher the other day, the very next day, calls my name and the guy's name and goes, "Did you write the assignment for him?" I said, "Yes, I did." And it's because he was sick. I was like very honest. There is nothing to hide. And she goes in front of the entire 62 class. Next time he will ask you to put his pants on. Would you like help him then?
Did she say this?
Yeah, she said that.
Okay.
I stood there frozen. Immediately walked to the HOD. I just walked out to the HOD. I don't know what happened. She never talked to me after that. But I always got the best scores in class. I don't know how. But that experience, right? It made me feel like women are always going to come for me. No matter what. They're going to say the most meanest shit. Do not care like where I am. Like I was young. I think she would have been at the age of my mother. So and again, hostler, you're not able to confide in anybody.
Yeah.
And you feel ashamed to actually walk up. Now if somebody says this, I have like a really good comeback for it. but then
You were so timid that time.
yeah, scared because it's a new place. I'm home away from home.
Yeah. I think we are all trauma bonding here.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes,
this
yes.
is how we talk.
Yeah.
You will.
Our not gelling with girls is because of the way we were treated by them.
It's very hard to come across women, Harshini, who have the same kind of experiences that we do. So let's just say I talk to another person and I tell the story. The reaction that I get from you too, right? The shock in your face. I don't think it would have mattered that much.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
yeah,
a teacher.
yeah.
Not just this is an example, but there are a lot of other instances in life. We gel well with the people whose past we relate to.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of females have a very sheltered, lucky, touchwood, very good past. Not everybody is lucky.
We have been judged so harshly. Now today, if I feel like, for example, Harshini, like in the beginning of this thing and all, would wear like a really big, I think I mentioned it to her earlier, really big like headphones and then like torn jeans and crop tops, and then she'll have her own sling bag kind of a bag, which hardly can accommodate a laptop. So she'll come in with all that college vibe. Yeah, I'm like this. So she just came like that, and not for once I felt like, look at the way that girl is dressing, because I admired it. Because for the way she was dressing, I was someone who was like that, like college and you like to wear the kind of dresses that I want. I was so inspired by Bollywood. I just wear things that I like, which a lot of the girls who were in my college, who were college mates, they were all like properly pinned dupattas and kurtas, and that's how I'm. But I'm not that. So my aesthetics come from the things that I've seen. So I want to groom myself up like that. And I was judged harshly, and maybe that's why I was like, okay, no, she's a super attitude with madre. But now when you see women like that, you're like so appreciative of them.
Definitely.
Also, just to add on, maybe I was not an interesting person back in.
No.
But
It drives you in a way where you think, is there something wrong with me? Am I the problem?
Yeah.
Did you have it like back then?
Yeah. Like I think I had a very sort of matured outlook at a very young age itself. Like I was able to self-analyze and see where I really stand. I set up very realistic goals for myself, and I could see what it is, for what it is. And I just thought like, okay, maybe. And also I I had a lot of insecurities. Like I was heavyweight baby back then also. So all that contributed to those factors, and I thought, okay, maybe this is just how it is. And my mother was my best friend, and she was this extremely jovial person, very extrovert. She'll talk to anyone and everyone, very helpful. But even in her case, I felt, she gave in so much into her friendships, but I don't think she got the same back from the amount of input that she put into her friendships. I don't very few really gave back the way she gave in. And yeah, like she was this very close friend of mine. Even if I had a crush at school or something, I can go and be like, I saw this guy, he's really handsome or cute or whatever. She'll stare, and then she'll be like, I think deep inside she was also like, oh, what if this girl runs away somewhere? So, that's the sort of rapport that we had. And then growing up in college, as it is. And then in work, what I see is, even if you don't like someone, women should not bring down other women.
Yeah, 100%. Write this down on some corporate wall.
Like that is so important. If you don't like someone, like, keep it to yourself. Maybe you don't have to show it in terms of like work or bring them down right there, because I don't think men really do that to each other.
Like for example, we will be sitting and like we are talking about people, right? It's not like we are like super rumba good girls also. We also sit and talk. We also have our own bitching time. We also have our own judging time and all that. But we make it a point that if that person is there with us, in no way will we harm them morally or verbally, or we show it to them in any way.
Even when we don't like that said person, right? We go out of our way to say, hey, this is where you have to clean yourself up. This is where you have to pick it up. We make it a point to let them know that. And let's just say a hurdle is coming that we spot and they don't. We make sure we hold their hand until that point. But we tend to make sure that we're all on the same board.
Another point is, in girl friendships mainly, what I've seen is, you can advise someone, you can give them, you can tell them ways on how they can improvise and all that. But unless it doesn't come from someone they want to listen to, it's not going to help them at all. You can try your best, you can, so at one point I understood, hey, you don't need to be that person, and you don't have to go out of your way to help someone or tell them what's right and wrong. They should have a conscience of themselves, and I can't go tell the other person, hey, tell her all these points so that she can improve.
Like mothering, stop being a mother.
I had that huge, that I had to be the mother of the group and things like that. I think it was all part of trauma. Fun.
No, you see her and you see a little bit of yourself in her, and you're like, oh, come on, let's fix all of this. But you are right, 100%. Never mother.
Yeah, but I think but then she's saying like don't mother. Like, if I see a girl, who's like, who needs something in life, like which I can help with, then I'm on my way to go help her.
Yeah.
Because it's just that I might not know her as a person, but it's just that it's another woman who's suffering, or another woman who might have to take a very longer route to get to where I am. If I can make it a little easier for her, then what's the harm? It's like we are saying that we don't get along with women, but these women are the ones who are actually understanding that, okay, the other women will be facing a lot of things, and let's go help them out and sort of.
So the current like long-term friendships that I've had with people, both boys and girls, I think one thing that is constant is, even if we've gone days or months without talking to each other, we just pick up the phone and talk to them, and you feel like we just spoke yesterday. That's what I've maintained. And this is a very select group of people that I've been able to maintain, because there was a phase in my life where I was like, I can't talk to anyone, I can't interact with another person. I was at a very low point. And you know how in flights, when you're traveling, if the oxygen mask comes on, they tell like, save yourself first and then put it on for someone else. So I was like, I don't think I'm in a position where I can be that person, that go-to person, or that reliable person that a friend can rely on. So I should maybe like get myself better, both mentally, physically, and then I can go back to help them. But then that recovery period took so much time that I feel like I lost touch with lot of people.
I
Somehow or
have
the
broken
other.
up friendships left and right, but the thing is, I always break it when it's too much for me. I don't like your energy. I don't like what you bring to the table and all of that. But the hate part, right, it goes away very quickly for me. It fades off very quickly. Just like in a day or two or a week, I'll definitely miss everybody that I cut off at one point in my life.
Yeah,
but the
very
thing
true.
is, I never reach out to them because I am very conscious about, see, I love you. I'm just gonna love you from a distance now.
Yeah,
That's how I felt with all the female friends, and one or the other we broke in a certain way. The thing is, I am not ready to face you after this break because I don't know what you feel. Because the second time I cannot get hurt. Because women are very sharp. They are
Yeah.
sharper than the knife that they use in that culinary war episode. It is brutal. They'll cut you like a.
Yeah.
Because I have heard worse from my partner, my guy friends. They say they call you bad words and everything. It doesn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
Does not hurt. He can say the vile things and be like cheapo. But her, anybody, any female that might be, says one thing: you're extremely conscious about yourself.
Yeah.
I think we take it more personally when it comes from female than when it comes from male.
I think it's both. The compliments are also very special.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the
Yes,
criticism
yes,
is very
Yes,
yes.
that's
Very true. Like if a guy were to tell me something, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really care. But if it was like a girl friend of mine who said the same, I'm like, who dare? Who does she think she is? What does she know about me that she can say so much? Like, whoa, stay in your lane. Don't come to cross with me. But the same person, if they then do something right, or then I'm like, so then I calm down. I'm like, what is the reason why she said something like that?
Correct. Yeah. We introspect.
Yeah.
At the
Women,
first
they
not
give
running.
like really good signals if they hate you. They will
Yeah.
never tell it to you.
You know what we do right now? So we go for lunch, and there'll be tables where we're just waiting for at least like two people who are done with the lunch, and we're waiting for them to leave. So we keep our plates, and we'll just make these faces to each other, and I don't know how that signal gets transferred to them, and they're like, okay, bye, and then they like.
Yeah, it's very sharp. It's very
Yeah.
the signals that any female, even I drop, right, you will know that this person hates you.
Yeah.
And we pick it up very quickly.
You make it very clear also.
Yeah.
Like I hate. Also, I think sometimes we just hate people for no reason. Yeah. Like I.
no,
just
no,
don't-
not for any reason. The reason we haven't found yet, Harshini.
Yeah.
We will find it.
We just don't
No, not yet. Yeah, we will find it.
Yeah. Okay. But I think guys bring in a level of comfort to you,
Yeah.
where you can. It's very easy with them. It's just that there's no extra, impressing thing that you have to do with them.
Also, most of the times I think they just don't mean what they
what they say.
say.
And there's really no like hardcore like sitting and talking discussion kind of a situation with a guy friend ever. Like it's super cool. Dude, did you take it seriously? Hey, no, dude, I never took it seriously. Did you take it seriously?
Contrary, I have had some really deep conversations with my guy friends, but the problem is it's too logical.
No, the deep conversations are never about conflicts or like you didn't do this for me. How dare
I
you?
have had them.
You've had them. Okay.
Yeah, I have had them, but the surprising fact is again very logical. He comes with
okay.
a case on why he did it.
Okay.
I have Talabadi is my friend. I know him from fourth grade. He's very logical. He's like, this is why I did it. Now tell me why. I am like, it's because I felt like it is not a good case. But yeah, they take it very logical. And let's just say I say something like, I don't like the way this is being done. Immediately change course of direction. Just like in Google Maps, very better they switch directions.
Yeah.
We are not able to get past that. I think it's a.
I have a similar incident. So when I was at my low, when I just sort of cut off and all that, there was this one friend who reached out, and he was like, "Can you please talk to me? Tell me what's happening." And I said, "No, I just don't feel like talking." And then he starts to scold me left, right, and center. He's like, "You should look at the value that you are adding to our lives, right? If you shut off like that, it's not going to do anyone good, and you don't have any rights to just cut off people like that." Or he scolded me. Yeah, it was very bad. And he's again a friend like that. I can just pick up and go like, "Hey, what's up?" And he'll just be like, we met yesterday and we had a conversation. So I've had genuine friendships, evolving. Just that most of them are all abroad. No one's really here.
But I think guys know if you need something, then I feel like more than going to a girl, go to your guy friends. They get it
things
done
done,
for you very fast,
definitely.
very much faster. I don't know if it comes from the fact that they might like you, in a romantic way or something, or some might do it for you because
Also
they
the
genuinely see you as a
accessibility
friend.
is what I feel, Harshini. Accessibility. Let's just
Yeah.
say all our guy friends and friends who are abroad magically decide to come here, right?
Yeah.
Which I hope happens, or we go there. Thing is, they're ready to like drive down for you.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
ready to go to shops for you. There is always a bit of a resistance. I think it's an Indian Desi thing that women going and doing things, but not a lot of women will ready to be like, okay, I'm coming down immediately. No,
yeah.
I'm just gonna pick a car. Put
We
all the
always
things.
have a washing machine running and clothes to dry, things to take care of.
There's
and all
always
that.
some sort of responsibilities in the
Yeah,
back of
yeah,
our heads
yeah.
that we cannot prioritize someone else, even as close as your best friend,
Yeah.
over your work
Correct,
and home
exactly.
responsibilities and your responsibilities, which I'm not against.
Yeah.
But men, it's easy to drop and pick anytime they want.
Yeah.
So accessibility, I think, is a bigger, and also we evaluate. Should I go down? What is the ROI that I will get if I make a trip back and down?
Yeah.
The instantaneous thought of going out of the door doesn't really strike personally. Doesn't come to me. But if it does, it's I love you.
Yeah. I don't think we think of this ROI or what is the value that I'm gonna get for the people who are very, very close to us. Like for example, she's I'm like middle of the night, she's like, I am with one of this friend who's got fractured and all of that, and I'm like, okay. So then if she does that, then okay, yeah, that person might mean to her, or she really cares for that person. So I think it's not like we are evaluating that ROI in every relationship, but that close set of people will be like, I'm down for you even at 2 in the this thing or 3 in the night.
Finding that in a female,
It's very hard, yeah.
I know, but
very hard.
we will treasure it like nothing.
A lot of the female like friends, or I don't know, friends in general, are less supportive and more jealous of what you're doing. Jealous in the way that they are not really happy for you. You know, like if for example, if I'm they might call themselves as your friends, and then you just go say that this is what I did and this is what is happening, and then if they hear, then their first instinct thought will be, why am I not like good enough, and why is this happening only to her? That will be something that they're in the back of their head, but they're not say it out loud. That support, no, that it actually doesn't come really at a larger extent from females, is what I believe.
I think I've learned to understand whom to share certain news or whom not to. So you know you're going to get a certain type of reaction from some set of people.
Don't go to that.
I just don't bother. Like, why do it? You know, and I personally feel drishti is a real thing. So, people who genuinely want to hear good about what good you're doing in life and where you're going, talk to them, be in touch with them. I think it's reached a point where we can pinpoint and, pick this our set of people. And just, I think the more you age, the smaller you want the circle to be as well, so that it's easy to maintain. And it's only that you're putting up with. It's a lot of work to maintain a friendship, especially I think be it with both girls and boys. It's something that you have to maintain, you have to treasure. And one thing that you also need to see is people also evolve with time. The Sanjana that I am today is very different from what I was in college or back in school. I as a person have evolved. My tastes have evolved. My likes and dislikes have evolved. So maybe even that is a factor in friendships, as we age.
I will completely agree with her, because I think 10 years back in time when I was in college, I was an extremely social person, because I'd just go out with people, and I barely went home. I'd go home late. So that's how much I really liked, being surrounded by people, and people liked me so much and all of that. And then if I see myself 10 years down the line, I'm not in touch with any of those people that I was in touch with, and I've cut down a lot of people knowingly, because I felt like I don't think they deserve my presence. Or maybe let us phrase it this way. I don't think I deserve their presence. So it's just that it's better if we are not in our own thing. And the third reason is, now I've realized that the people that I want, in my inner circle, have to be have to offer something. Like, it's like a craving that you want from them. It's not just about gossips. It cannot be just about going out, partying, clubbing and all that, but there's a certain value that they bring to the table.
Right.
Like, for example, someone who's like extremely creative, then I am like super interested in sitting down with them and discussing about how did you do this, and they are talking about some website, this, that, and all. I am super impressed with them. But then if that is not there, that spark, that inspiration, if I don't get from the inner circle that I have, then it's very clear that that person is not my friend. I mean, I'm just hanging out with them for the sake of it. If I'm not inspired by the other person, normally they say that, you girls will get intimidated because the other one is the smartest one. I'm like, I want to be with smartest people because, you learn a lot from them.
That's how you grow, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're going to stay stagnant in one place and you're not really doing anything to grow, or just like personally, you will tend to reach out to other resources in order to take the next step. That's also another important thing. If you feel stuck in a place, especially with friendships, and the other person is not really inspiring you or not really doing any good for you, not that they have to, but if they don't really add value to your life, you should know when to.
I need to learn new things from the people I am.
Yes. I just don't like boring people.
It can be the dumbest thing also, okay?
Yeah.
It can be the dumbest thing, but it should be something that I didn't know. Oh, is it so like that?
Yeah.
No, that thing.
I would like to dissect the person I'm with in terms of like friendship and like pick apart their soul. Like I really don't like boring people. Like
Yeah.
tell me more about what you like about yourself.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are self-aware. They don't even know what they like.
Some are self-obsessed, Harshini.
Oh, that is okay. That is a different criteria of analysis. But self-awareness is very important
Yeah.
because you know your triggers, you know your tics, you know what you like and what you don't like. So
Yeah.
you're very clear on what you want. Let's just say I make a mistake, okay, or with our friendship. You will be able to pinpoint on where I went wrong, where you could have been, the guiding force, or where I could have been better. Now, this is gonna make me also better. So people who are not self-aware don't even dare to look into themselves. And I like people with hobbies.
Yeah.
I like people with life.
I like how delusional they are. Delulu is there, Sululu. Yeah.
There's this conversation that Harshini and I had, okay, and then we were like talking like for an hour or something, and then I told her, and we both told this at the same time, saying that doing like being this people's person, networking is not my strongest pursuit. Harshini is what she said, and then I immediately went like, writing is not my strongest pursuit. I will not be able to write the way she writes, and I don't think that kind of. I think normally the competition Madri. No, I can also do. If she is doing, I will not even be good at it, but I will still try to do it because my friend is doing it. That kind of on the peer pressure that comes. Like if she is excelling, I should also excel. No, it is not necessary. Sometimes she is excelling. I'm so happy to cheer from the back. The Taylor Swift and Selena, like Selena, right? Yeah. So they have this the friendship. No, I think the other way of friendship is
peer pressure and competition is healthy into a certain extent. See, I see you doing something and I want to get into it and I make it better or something like that. That's good. We are driving each other.
Correct.
But jealousy that comes with it, you cannot be better than me, is wrong.
Competitiveness in a negative way, I think.
Yes.
It's like they want to be us. You see, first of all of us are individuals as a person, and we all have different personalities. That's why we're coming together here. Okay, so I might be cutthroat. She's like super caring, and then she's like super. Let's be different personalities. And what these personalities offer, what these personalities share with each other, is what the friendship cultivates.
I just felt like a Powerpuff Girls suddenly.
I want to be the green one though.
I think she is Blossom.
Yeah.
She is Blossom. Yeah. I don't think I'm
Bubbles, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I'm Bubbles. I
I think you might be more Blossom.
Yeah, she can be Bubbles. Yeah,
I
guess she's
swap
cute
colours.
also. She's cute that way.
We just need to find the monkey, the Mojo Jojo, and make it our mission to kill it.
Oh, I have a lot of Mojo Jojo versions. Yeah. Well, interestingly, for me also, Mojo Jojos have always been girls. At work, in my family, in my friend circle.
It's the experience that they have given us. Imagine we swap all of that with men. We would have been serial men.
Very happy. I am so happy that if there's anybody.
But like, think about this. Because of certain Mojo Jojos, we as girls get to come together.
Destiny.
It's a very positive way of thinking about it.
That's why she's Bubbles.
Okay, tell me why you still feel like female friendships support or is in a way enabling.
Oh, in a lot of sense. I think I have my mixed feelings about female. Let's start from work. Female managers, right? But there are amazing female managers who actually want to see you grow. They want to see you shine. They are like, I did not do this. I did not get these opportunities. Now you can, because I see a part of myself in you. Beautiful people. And same for the family also. We have so many nurturing women. My Archie is like my mom's mom. She comes from the 80s and all of that. And she had, in her time, she only finished her PSU, which is like the 10th grade of today's equivalent. She wants all of her granddaughters to go. Her first priority is you're not getting a man, you are getting a house, you are getting your financial freedom first. So that the women in our ancestry, they want us to see us grow. Same female friendships. The reason I treasure, like cherish the female friendship I have is because this is a space that I have created, like hand-picked, created in this world, the corner that I can never find anywhere I go. This is the safe space that I can fall back into. I have problem with the world, who will I turn to?
Correct.
But you. So that is the reason I think female friendships are more precious.
The same thing for me at work in my previous organization. I remember I was one of the only female employees who got like promoted and all that. So it's a very like man's world over there. And I wanted the same thing to happen in my own team. Like I wanted to give the girls a little bit extra push and all that. But again, if you just keep giving and you don't receive anything, then it's like. So I tried my best, but I didn't see any sort of input coming from them. The man I felt, I took it very personally, and I was like, okay, it's not happening. And then you lose that spark that you have. And also growing up, like I feel like I gelled better with men. But as you grow up, and the more Instagram reels you see, where it's like these girlfriends and girlies hanging out, I started liking that idea. And
No, but don't you think it's very sad that this girl world, like have your own circle, is now being glamorized and put into the social media because it's a very rare commodity in real life.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's such a rarity if you have it with you with a group.
It's like an honor.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow I can someday like take a reel and post it as well. But like not to be that materialistic as well, just to have a gang like this, because as much as guy friends you can have, there are certain things that you cannot talk to them. There are only certain things that women to women, only women can really understand the pains, what happens behind it. And
We spoke about surrogacy for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think we can have a conversation that long with any man.
unless he's a doctor maybe. But
Yeah.
And also in a very unbiased way.
Yes.
Exactly. Right.
So things like that, I feel it's very important to have that female setting, and to be able to open up regarding no matter what the topic is, and you feel like you can rely on someone. And I'm hoping in my 30s or something we can all huddle up, have kitty parties, and I'm very into that idea right now.
It's also not a compulsion that normally girls எல்லாருமே இருக்காங்களா கூட, they always go for shopping together, they're always like traveling on trips together, they want to go for dinners together, but it's not the case for us. We have just barely gone out, like me and Harshini, we've known for so many years, like we have barely gone. The one thing we went for this
I
very
like
recently.
that in friendships they don't pressure you to do social things.
And she says like today, she says, yesterday 2 days back she says, "Colleague, can I come here?" And then like, yeah, come. So it's just very natural and effortless in that way.
Exactly, like you don't feel pressured to be in this sort of a setting, right? Like I'm here because I want to be, not because I have to impress someone or have to be a certain way in order to be welcomed or fit into certain people's boxes. So the fact that you can be so free and you can just let go of any inhibitions that you have, that's so what do you say?
No, free.
Yeah.
It's like how you unhook your bra at the end of the night. It's that free. I'm telling you, best feeling in the world. It's amazing.
Girls, no, they are like, if you go and tell them that, okay, this person, this lady at the work did this to me, and then they are equally interested, like, oh, that bitch did this to you. You don't have to listen to her. That bitch is always like that.
You might not even have seen that person or know anything about them or the past, but you're ready to judge them just based on this one incident.
I also remember, so the next time you're talking, hey, do you remember you told me about that woman? Is she like okay with you now, or did you do something about it? So that level of interestness that they show, the interest that they show in like everyday gossips or everyday problems of life. I don't think guys are able to do that.
Yeah, let's take an instance, okay? So there is this one person in my life, okay, that you know, that I hate. You know that I hate, okay? I've told why I hate this person to both of you. I have told this to my partner also. Now, out of the three of you, who hates the person more? It's you two, not him. He doesn't care. He goes, says hi to that person. How are you? Saaptingla. No, not us.
I think we were sitting and shaming that person left and right because she hates.
Point proven.
You know, another interesting thing is I'm very interested to know how the person looks also. I'm like, hey, do you have a photo or something? Can you show me? And now we're making joke of the look.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important, like because you create a mental picture of this is what happened, and in that same dramatic sense. And sometimes I think we like to sprinkle on a little bit, but it's I think the other person gets like what
No, men never, like when you're telling your problems and all of that, men never stop and ask, okay, are you hurt about this? Like, tell me more. Like, don't worry about this.
I think a few men do, Harshini.
I think I got lucky in that sense. My partner, like, he's ready to listen to. He's like a girlfriend for me, actually. You know, like he listens to everything I had to say, and he gives his 2 cents as well.
I think girls are like very uplifting in a way because there's a certain, like, for example, when a girl comes and says that you're so pretty, you're so beautiful and all, because that girl will know like it took so much effort for her to be this way. Maybe guys will not understand her skincare routine or makeup products thing, but the other girl will know. So the compliment that comes from them is so genuine. And also, I have seen very rarely girls going and complimenting the other girl saying they look beautiful. It's a very rare thing. They might be the bestest friends, okay? But then they still don't take that extra effort to tell them that, okay, you're beautiful. Or if they're doing really good at their work, or if they're doing something, then they're always in the competition. I should also do that. And they don't take that time to say you did it really well. They somehow want to copy it. They somehow want to incorporate it in their thing and all. So I think it is uplifting in a way. Like, for example, I'm completely like down one day, and then there's this one friend of mine. She's in Australia and all of that. So this is like extreme down part where I'm like, I am so worthless. I don't think I deserve to live in this world. I have this rant session with her, and then she's like, she goes right on my face and she, can you please shut this up? You are not this kind of a woman. So you did all these things. It is okay. This is how you're feeling today. That's fine. But then tomorrow you are going to get better. You are going to be better. And this இதெல்லாம் பண்ணாதடி, இது பண்ணு, அவன் கடக்கறான்டி, இவ கடக்கறாடி, அவ என்னடி உன்னை பத்தி சொல்றது, அவளே ஒரு இவதான், அவளே முதல்ல அவ வீட்டுக்குள்ள போய் பார்க்க சொல்லு.
That's so inspiring, no, actually. Like when you feel really lonely and this girlfriend comes and she's like, guess what? He's the dash. Oh yeah.
They give this exaggerated or a boost to you, saying that you're most prettiest girl in the world. You're the most talented woman in the world. You don't deserve.
But that's the thing. No, they mean it when they say that.
Yeah, very true. Yeah,
it's beautiful. And even the fiery combo. Imagine meeting a career-oriented person who also matches you and pushes you forward.
In a corporate world or in any business landscape, I feel like women who are in the higher position are chumma doing this whole women empowering women thing or uplifting thing. I feel like there are just very few creamy layer of women who are actually doing that, but the others are just doing it for namesake. But all they want is just a name for themselves. They don't care how many women's, they have to, like, women, they have to cut through in order to get where they want. So in case if you are not someone who are like super obedient or something, then it doesn't matter. The female supporting female never really exists in this corporate. I have seen a lot of male endorsing female and female endorsing male. It's really sad. I'm like, at least be open, saying that, okay, this is what I want. I am like a cutthroat woman. I don't want to go into this whole female empowerment and all that shit. I'm this way. At least be open about it. Just don't paint a picture that, I am this Mother Teresa or everybody is my children and I'm going to, like, breastfeed them individually.
The society, I'm not sure, is actually benefiting from women being together, but they're definitely benefiting from women being against each other.
Right.
And also, the resources also being split. Imagine 2 powerful women coming together and making a rational decision. Immediately, you have to pin them against each other, call them emotional. We are being distracted by menial things like, not feelings are not menial, but at the same time there are bigger things in life that we both can work together, like mother nature come together and grow things. So society actually likes to keep us apart is what I feel. But looking at the previous years, not even the golden ages, but when I go to my hometown back at home, at around 6 o'clock they all have coffees in their cup, they all come out, they sit together and they all talk. And it's not sometimes, most of the time humans bond by talking about other humans. I think it's more of a survival thing to know what's happening, but at the same time they also talk about how you can manage your family, how you can treat your kids better. My mom convinced everybody in her circle to put their kids in ICSE or CBSE. She had like a case point prepared, so that I actually a lot of like her friends put their kids in CBSE for a better future. Talk about, we talk about things that you can buy for your home. How can this be better? We make the home better, we make it better for people around us.
I think it's very simple. When you see two men fighting, I don't think they take. It's not. I mean, it's not very important, controversial, correct? But if you see two women fighting, a cat fight and hair pulling, there's a wow. Let's cheer. Like you see videos like that getting more viral than men fighting.
Women fights in Big Boss are always the best.
I was just going to say Big Boss.
Right? Oh my
We all
God.
watch Big Boss. In Harshini, I think industries also are involved in that. I think we can make a conspiracy episode out of this, because fashion industry, for example, they put out like these premium pieces and all of that. There are a lot of women who will gatekeep to the end of their life of the pieces they own. In terms of fashion, I mean, the statement pieces, like, okay, what are you wearing? Not every woman will come forward and say, hey, this is where I bought. She would have been bought it here, it will be like $100. She will safeguard it with
Harshini,
her life.
I will not tell it to any. I will just tell it to the two. Why will I tell it to everybody? I mean, like.
You know the type of person I hate gatekeeping, okay? Let's say like I've worn this top, you guys be like, oh, it's so cute. I'll just be like, oh, I got this for $230 at so and so. Like that's the sort of person.
I think I'm somewhere in the middle.
I think I'm just like that only with the closer people. Like I will not reveal my sources. Why?
Yeah.
Why will I want
somewhere
to?
in the middle about gatekeeping? I will like let you on the secrets and all of that, but certain things that's exclusively for me. The fashion industry, right? The perfume industry, for example, they always tell you to have like your signature scent, right? So you want to gatekeep what scent that you're wearing. That's a very common thing. Like men, right? Axe. We know it's Axe. There is nothing in there for them to gatekeep, right? One sniff and I know what you're wearing. But the women, we want to know. But there is a sense of like gatekeeping there.
The dresses that we wear and the perfume that we put on ourselves and the hair products that we use, whatever we use is so exclusive to us. Like we only reveal it to like very close set of
circles.
people.
Yes.
Because I would not want the entire floor smelling like.
No, people do that. They go and purchase.
Some people are so into like into this thing and all. They really come and ask you where did you get it, and then I'll be like, oh, so I really don't remember. So I'm not really okay with everybody being me. So I want to be.
I think a lot of industries are also against us.
See, that was nice, right? Like how we have different views on gatekeeping, but we still gelling well together. Like that's what I like about.
In a room, we need to be in a room with women who are okay to accept perspectives.
Correct.
I'm okay to seeing from a different window.
Exactly.
Not like close everything and just look at one set of window.
Harshini, I've seen women who are like, who might know me as a person or something for a brief period of time or whatever. But then in case if you go about and do something that they don't like for example, I do something that they like and they're like, oh, super nice, then they're like, going and liking your stories and all of that. But then the moment they find out like, okay, she is doing something that is not approved by me or is something like, it doesn't align with my ideology, then they will shut you off from their life that.
Especially the political climate we are in. Let's just say we talk about a very controversial political take, and we all have political stands, okay? Then that's why they always tell you never discuss politics with your friends.
Right.
But I want to know your worldview, and it's okay that you endorse something that I am not comfortable with. That's just the way your experience has brought you in. So people should be comfortable sitting with the truth of the next person.
I think we are also as women, we are like little extreme in our thought process and from the way we come from. We are not like easily manipulated or like okay, then I accept it. We are not that kind of a women, I think. So for other women to be with us itself is like a challenge. I think it's more on us. Like we have become this women that we are making it more difficult for the other women to be with us is what I also feel.
Maybe because we're able to read them better. Everyone has a different way of understanding a person, correct? And I'm someone who as bad as it might sound, I get preconceived notions about certain people. But I also make it a point that it shouldn't stop me from talking to that person, or just because they are a certain way, it doesn't mean that they are what they seem like. So I make it a point to like have those notions, but also keep a window open for them to show what they actually are, and if they are true to who they are, and if my preconceived notions are wrong, I should remove it.
Yeah, I think I also adore that, like people are like two of you are like literally from two different industries, and then you people doing your own thing, and I'm like, how did you do it? So I'm so interested to understand how you did it. It's not because I want to do it for myself. It's just because I want to know the intricacies of it, understand how it happens. In this conversation, we might bring up some social topic or something, and we will have our own opinions on it. I will get to learn a couple of things. I can teach you a couple of things. So that's how I think a healthy relationship will work, right?
At the minute the other party, whatever relationship be, they stop growing, you kind of start getting it. So I think we all have to be better for ourselves to be better for the next person.
Correct, exactly.
But most of the female friendship is always like, are you better? Not like, am I better?
I remember, okay, like when we were hanging out, like I mean, you guys are like super chill and cool and all. I was able to vibe with you guys like really well. But then when things just got a little weird and all of that, and I was like, I completely zoned out. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why I'm here. I couldn't like connect at all. Like in the beginning, it was very nice, and I was able to connect and all of that. Then later, I was not able to connect at all.
How Ori is a liver, we are a lever.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to like leave that place, and I'm like, I even like told I want to go to my house and sleep in my own bed. Yeah, that is weird. Like,
no, I have that. You remember when I like went and like, slept in my bed?
Yeah, was that the reason?
Not really.
She went and then she locked her door also and she left me. It's like, you've typed an entire message and you're waiting for this other person to respond.
She came home. You made your way home.
Yeah, I banged open the door and I came home.
No, Harshini, we all have our social batteries, right?
yeah.
We can all sit in the room, be on our phones, and just not do anything.
Yeah, so we went on a Bangalore trip, and then there was this 1-2 hour ride to airport. Harshini is on her music's on, and then I'm just like with my own earphones on, and then I'm like leaning on the like next day I'm gonna die like that. I'm sitting in the car. Harshini is just in a different zone. Like we are not even talking for the 2 hours. When we were coming, like the upper we spoke. Then we were speaking at the event. Then we went for shopping. Upper we spoke. But that entire way back 2 hours, how can two people who know each other cannot? We exist, man. Like we never spoke.
It's very hard coming to people who are comfortable in silence.
Yeah.
But back to the social battery. I was drained. I wanted to sleep.
You know how women tend to create like a characterization of other women.
Yeah.
Like this is what she fits in, and this is how she will. Whatever I talk, this is how she's gonna respond. What's the point? That's how they come and talk. And I also feel if someone is giving me an advice, if some women is giving me an advice, I need to respect them enough to listen to them. Otherwise, I'm not gonna take shit. I'll be like, okay. Then I'm just doing my own thing. If I feel like this person is like someone I value and respect, and then they have that sort of an experience where they are giving me that, passing that advice to me, then I'm very happy to open to listen to it. That also is very tricky that way. After this episode, I'm gonna feel like no women is going to ever be our friends.
So like
Sanjana is being bubbles. I think she will still attract a few female friends.
Yes.
But I think we both are like
I'm just like Tinder going to go to another city.
just for female friends. Yeah.
This I have exhausted the city.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of the episode, and yeah, it was super nice.
Yeah, therapeutic.
Yeah, and
Actually.
I didn't feel like a shoot actually. It just felt like we normally talk like, but Sanjana was a little like in the beginning she was like super conscious and all. I'm not gonna. She's like she behaved like the top performer first bench like I don't know if I will score.
Yeah.
But she's like contributing left and right, and then I'm like bubbles.
Thanks.
So thank you,
Thank
Ashley,
you.
Sanjana.
Thank you.